Alright, this is your lesson number 2 for today for CAD Club. So, first thing you want to do, launch Fusion 360. You should already have that launched because you just did part 1. And launch Fusion 360. A new document should be open if you need help with that. File, new design, or Control or Command N. Okay, first thing you always do, always create a sketch. And we're just going to be using the XY plane. And I'm going to do the first thing I can, and I'm going to go and create a square. That is 5, by the way, dimensioning. Click once, drag it, do not click again. Enter your first dimension. Tab, 5, enter. There we go, now you've created it. Okay, finish the sketch. Literally, we're going to make this a cube. But you'll see what we're going to do with this in a minute. So we're just going to go over to the extrude tool. We've used this multiple times. You go over to extrude, creates an object. We're going to extrude it out 5 inches. It doesn't matter which way you extrude, how you extrude. It doesn't matter. Because we're going to create 2 sketches, one on the back, one on the front. So let's start with the front. Click the face, new sketch. Alright, let's click the line tool and let's go from this corner down. We'll dimension this in a minute, and then up to this corner. Oh wait, did it click? Oh yeah, it did. Okay, cool. Up to this corner, double click. That means you just placed your line in the spot you want it to be placed. Escape. Alright, so now we just gotta go line again. I shouldn't have terminated the line, but we can make do with what I did. And I'm gonna place my first point there and my second point there. Basically, it's just joining the two together so we have like a closed area. Oh no, it didn't close it. That's not good. Oh well, I'll dimension it, and if it's not closed, then we go back and dimension. Oh wait, no, it's closed. Never mind. Okay, so we're gonna dimension this. These two should be 45 degrees or 90 degrees. I mean, sorry. This should be 90 degrees, not 92. There we go. And I want this perfectly centered. So what I do with this is I draw a line down the middle. Yeah, I found that. Okay. Line down the middle at 90 degrees. And I exit. Now this is like a center line for me. As you can see, it's not even on both sides. I want it to be even. So construction line again. You click the line and then you hit X, and that's your construction line. Alright, so now we're going to use this triangle here, which basically means midpoint. If you notice, when I hovered over the top to find the midpoint of the square, the top edge, of the cube, to find the top edge, it showed up as a triangle, and it still does if you can see it. It shows up as a triangle, which means I found the midpoint. So that's how it looks in Fusion 360. So we're just going to click that triangle, click this, boom. Now it's centered. And fully dimensioned, as you can see. Okay, finish the sketch. Alright, we're not going to use the sketch yet, so let's go to the back, create a new sketch. Click face, click create sketch, boom, use the view cube to navigate to the back. Alright. Now we're going to do the same thing we did last time, except we're going to have to draw another line on the center, but it should be easier because we just did it. And this will be our construction line, so X again. And this time we're going to make the triangle smaller. You'll see why in a moment. So, but we're going to have to do the same thing again. Line across the top. We could just project geometry, which is you hit P, you use existing geometry, but I don't want to go over that right now. So Now go to line, and you're just literally going to create a triangle like you did last time. Just make sure it's smaller. And go to the other side. We'll worry about the dimension to the side later, like, because they're still blue, so that means they're not fully dimensioned. Alright, so let me go over the dimension. And that did the dimension? No. Okay, those 2 points. You want to click the point where the triangular line, the diagonal line meets the top edge, and the 2 edges at the top of the square meet. You're gonna click that. Oh wow, it's just literally exactly the one. Oh, perfect. Lovely. Okay, because we need to make it 1 or 2 or whatever you wanted, but I'm gonna do 1. Oh, that's not too lovely. Alright, so we're gonna make this 1. Alright, let's see if this is full. Okay, there we go. So if you hover over it, you'll see that it lights up. If it glows, that means it's like joined and it's an actual like surface sketch. I don't know what you want to call it. Oh, also, is it already midpoint? Just click this again. There we go. So we can get it in the middle of that line. Now it's fully dimensioned. Alright. So now we're going to learn how to use the loft tool. The loft tool basically, as you can see, what the sketches we just made, they are completely different. In the sense that the first sketch we made goes to the corners of the cube. The other one has a more of a narrow V shape that does not go to the edges. So we can't extrude that to be perfect, right? You could. It would just take a lot of work, and no one likes to put in more work. So we're going to go over and we're going to click loft. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this face. This is like pure genius because you don't have to put F-frames anyway. And boom. As you can see, it literally cut that part out. It's cutting it out, and if you had a solid plane, then it would make it solid, basically. So right now it's cutting it out. It's basically an extrude that connects 2 faces together, if that makes sense. If you need more help, you can always ask during the club meeting. Alright, so that's how you loft. You may or may not use it a lot. It depends how you create your object. There's multiple ways to create it. However, I have used it many times already, so it is very useful to know because it makes life easier. So that's it. Really simple. If you need any help with this though, you can ask during the club meeting.